Howdy everyone, hello, welcome to more for Let's Play the Sinking City Blind. I'm the Black Shadow, and after last video, we went and did some work for Dr. Grant here at the hospital, making some trips into Salvation Harbor, kind of trying to get a more of an understanding for what exactly is going on here in Oakmont, and trying to figure out some of the origination of where these creatures are coming from. There's more work to be done for him, but we're going to be leaving that on the side for now. It's time for us to do some main quest work, and for that we have made our way to the Oakmont Chronicle, which is where we need to continue our journey. We went to the expedition headquarters, finding that there's been some evidence destroyed, and we need to work out what exactly is going on here. Someone does not want people knowing what happened with this expedition. Something also worth noting, after doing the work with Grant here, is we go into the lore section. We get obviously various bits and pieces and information that we find, and we get knockouts of all these documents and stuff, which is all well and good. However, there's also a bestiary as well, and this will help us detail information that we've learned about the enemies. So I can help me remind. So we've got like the Stygians, what do you want? Well, there's a couple of different variants of these, for example. Mutable limbs, resistant to poison acids. The Stygian harvester is aggressive. Rest breeds is the smokers. A huge amount of fumes. But the Stygian Weavers, it can restore the tissues of a wild beast. Ah, that's what it was doing. And then we've got these as well. These are the Leafians. Resembling humans, we can state with confidence there are multiple pathogens which cause mutations in human victims. Which is pretty damn bad here. The less studied immortals have rapid regeneration. I have recently received reports about raves that disappeared. So stuff that we're learning here about the enemies, and I'm sure we'll get more information on this as we continue on. So definitely in our interest to assist Dr. Grant with his work. Anyways, for the time being, let's get ourselves into the Chronicle, shall we? Hello, how you doing?
Stay safe.
We'll try to do. We already had the conversation here, so what we want to do is we want to visit the archive here. So as a reminder, we need to find postings or ads about a freighter in the Oakmont Chronicle. So this is our first opportunity to delve into archiving, which we've not done before. So, they contain topical information. For example, City Hall holds general data about citizens, while information in specific categories, people like criminals or patients, can be found in hospitals or hospital records, police or hospital records, which is very, very good. So, in the interface, select the piece of evidence you wish to investigate, then choose 3 criteria to search for relevant information. And then searching with the correct evidence criteria will result in new information being added to the casebook. So, let's go ahead and do exactly that. So, we're going to go for our evidence. So we want this one here, so the burned newspapers, which is what we're looking for. I think that little note in the top right there denotes that's what we want. So, let's find 3 search criteria that makes logical sense. So we've got various bits and pieces. So we're going to go for it being after the flood, because, you know, it must have been after the flood. It was an expedition. Probably, I imagine it would be, I'm guessing like an article, if I had to guess anything. And as for a district, I suppose it'd be Grimhaven Bay. That's where it was occurring, right? There might be more than 3 criteria you can use to search. It's very possible. Let's have a look. Nothing for that one. Okay. So it's possible that is not the case. They left the city on a freighter for Grimhaven Bay. So Grimhaven Bay's gotta be right. This isn't going to be quite as easy as I'd hoped. But you can go through all this stuff here, so that's definitely what we're looking for. It must be after the flood. That makes logical sense, as it being Grimhaven Bay. So the question is, which one is it? Maybe under officials, perhaps? You can just barrel through this and keep doing it until you find what you're looking for, I guess. I guess that works. The footage on chip Footage on ship Titania is currently available for hire. You'll find it fully equipped for transport as well. I guess, right. Postings or ads, moron. for the price of 70 rifle bullets, or the equivalent thereof per week. Those interested are urged to contact Captain Jeremiah Sanders for contracting details. Pier 3 in Oakmont Port. Alright. Very cool. So with that, we can now... let's get rid of that one there. So that is good. So there's a rough idea. Game me the clue. I just completely missed it. Pier 3 at Oakmont Port, eh? Jeremiah Sanders. Well, Pier 3 is over here, so I have a feeling this is going to be our next location. Unfortunately, I didn't find a quick travel point down there, so I'm going to have to do it manually. And trying to find these quick travel points are pretty useful. I must admit, part of me had kind of remotely considered looking up all these fast travel points and just spending like an hour going across the map and just uncovering these, but I was like, I'm sure it'll be fine. Besides, I have the power of video editing. I can do anything I want. So I'm super. So let's go ahead and make our way back to the harbour. Let's see if we can't find this captain.
Fresh fish. Just caught, mister.
Suspicious. Where's little roots at? Hello. It's nice to know there are little loose item boxes for you to find dotted about. Just junk parts there. Can't carry those. You know, and I guess that's nice. You know, if you're willing to do a little bit of hunting and scavenging around, that's available to you. I have gone the complete wrong bloody way here. I do apologize. I was like, I don't think I'm meant to be here. I was like, I didn't want to look at the map and, you know, be reliant. I was like, maybe I can suss it out myself. It turns out I could not, and that is deeply unfortunate. That's gonna be useful. How did I not trigger that? Oh, because I walked out here and it was a cutscene, and then I was teleported across. Just to, you know, make your life a little bit more inconvenient. Well, thanks for that. Yeah, we are back. Guess that's nice. Okay then, so Captain Sanders.
Thank Kay. At last. Hey, help.
What's going on?
Sea creatures swarmed over the piers. I hid here, but these walls won't stand up to them. Please help me.
What creatures? What are you talking about?
Wild beasts. They came to feast on the blood. They're eating the dead.
That's not good.
I'm looking for Captain Sanders. Is he here in the port? Did the creatures get him?
I saw Sanders. Help me. I'll tell you what I know.
I know, game. Thanks. My inventory is not looking too hot here, everyone. We got some work to do. Let me go make some more ammo here. That'll suffice. I mean, what you're going to do as well with my inventory here is these things, for example, I think I'm going to actually not hold 3 of them at all times and have it in maxed out. I think I'm actually going to probably stick with, like, maybe 1 or 2, because I can always make them and use them if I need to. Because of, like, you know, getting those quest rewards from Dr. Grant for some healing items, and then I couldn't actually, you know, get them. They just lost the ether. So, I'm a little bit conscious of that. Great. Alright. Oh, jeez. Little busy. You as well. Yeah, these little weak stage. That was it. 2 dudes. That's what you were afraid of? Are you kidding me? Whatever. The little weak Stygians aren't too bad.
They emptied every chamber. Still stinks of burnt powder.
Looks like he lost.
Shot dead. Point blank.
He was shot? Jesus.
Gotta be out of your head to do this to a man.
What the hell happened here? Titania. Before we go back, let's have a little investigation, shall we?
They were in high spirits, and plenty of them were drinking.
We're in no rush to go back. He's not going anywhere. Now, this was the ship apparently that ended up getting used for the excavation. I, Captain Sanders, hereby agree to take on board my vessel Titania any persons designated by Robert Throgmorton and the cargo detailed in the attached manifest as to provide them with any and all necessary assistance. Aforementioned services take place in combination locations in Cod Bay. Titanium will provide transport for all passengers to the Oakmont ports. Compensation will be 70 bullets. What the hell?
This would be a weird artifact in any collection. Cape Cod. There were marks here, but they've been erased.
Looks like they were going for a bit of a journey. Ellisville, Sandwich, Barnstable, Yarmouth. Okay. I'm trying to see if it actually had Oakmont on the map anyway. I was just curious, but I don't initially see it. We found what we were looking for, I guess, but it looks like some pretty bad things happened here. The crew are dead. I think there's only one logical solution here.
No more drink. All we've seen. And you telling me we ain't allowed rum?
It seems pretty logical to me. What's happened here is the crew have been out at sea. They've seen a lot of weird shit. They got drunk. And then the bad shit started to happen.
To the mayor with you. Die! Die!
And they all lost their damn minds.
You can't take me! Eat this!
Let's get a handle on what actually happened here. For whatever reason, the crew went berserk. Only one man got away.
Not good. Not good. Let's get some answers. Using my sprint functionality. Oh yeah.
I've dealt with the creatures. Now, tell me about Sanders.
He got back several hours ago. Those things, they came because of him.
This Sanders. What kind of man is he?
Newcomer. He seemed like a decent guy. Okay, Captain. Treated his crew well.
I gotta find Sanders. Where is he?
Saw him get away. Just after the shooting. Ran for the pier. Didn't see where he went after that.
Did you see anyone else from the expedition?
No. Only Sanders. I'd bet my life no one else made it back.
He might well be our only lead then. That's a problem.
The mayor's cursed these days.
Didn't get to ask him about the Titania. Well, knew I should have done that first. Never mind. Is what it is. Now we don't get the clue, and now the game is over. I'm very sorry, everyone. What can you do? So, yeah, the sailors all attacked one another, but Sanders ran, and he did survive. I know. So he's hurt. The question is where? So if I was wounded and needed immediate medical attention, where would I go? That's the question. Just making sure there's no, like, mind's eye stuff just kind of, like, hidden around here. Would you go to the bar, maybe? You'd be desperately looking for people to try and help you. I mean, a bar would not be a terrible shout.
The door won't budge.
But of course, if the door won't open, then, you know, that's not good. But he couldn't have gone far. Not if he had a freaking, you know, an axe in his shoulder. What's this door, this building here? We couldn't get in earlier.
The door won't budge.
Still isn't that. Okay then. We need to think of something a little different then. The only other thing, I suppose, maybe possible logical potential, maybe made his way to the hospital? It's not far from here. For lack of any better suggestions, I think that might be our next destination. Yeah, just realized I just left the area and realized I didn't get the old key evidence thing here, so
The monsters sure didn't leave behind much.
yeah. I was like, don't I normally get an experience bonus for these areas? And so I was like, well, maybe I should come back here and check, yeah. Just looking at the fact that the monsters definitely did a number on the dead people, which is pretty unfortunate, so that is a shame. Alright then, so we can leave this here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that the next logical place to go has gotta be the hospital, right? And it would make sense from a gameplay point of view, because then you would come over here if you haven't already, and then this would then trigger the side quest with Grant if you hadn't already started it. So I'm pretty sure this has gotta be the next logical location to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'll meet you guys over there. Alright, here we are at the hospital. So before we go in there, one thing I want to do, because it is slightly annoying me, and I figured there had to be one around somewhere. Here it is. I just obviously missed it at some point. Let's go ahead and get that that travel point up and running. Save me some time in the future, without a doubt. Alright. Let's go. Investigation. Hello. How do you do? You look, not the happiest person I ever saw. Alright, let's have a chat with Dr. Grant, shall we?
I'm looking for a man. Just checked in. Cut up pretty bad.
I've got a trauma unit full of patients like that, sir.
Okay, this might ring a bell. My guy has a deep axe wound in his shoulder.
Sir, I really don't have time for rifling through paperwork. But you're welcome to take a look at our archives if it means that much to you.
Alright, cheers.
Bye.
You know, he's probably got a point. Alright then, so let's archive away then. So this one should be pretty straightforward. So we want to go for patients. I imagine they're probably in need of surgery. And we are here, probably from Grimhaven, although it might also want me to go for Coverside, perhaps. Nah, it's fine. Peter Crowley, 29. Multiple burns and fragment wounds in his chest and face as a result of explosion. Several surgeries. His prognosis is good and needs bed rest. Also, Joseph Willow. Deep cuts to his left shoulder, broken collarbone. It's not who we're looking for here. Maybe it is. Well, looks like they're both going to make it. So that's good. Okay, then. Must be Joseph Willow. He said it was a newcomer, right? Deep cut wound to left shoulder, broken collarbone, wound stitch, fracture set, and bandage. No trace of infection. I think he's our man.
Be safe. We don't have any free beds left.
You are. You need to be not so happy about that. All right. Let's go on to the top floors. So we're looking for Joseph Willow. Hello. Jesus.
What happened to you, mister?
Pete, explosion. Fishing with dynamite.
This is the other guy.
Hurts talking.
Fishing with dynamite, huh? You sure it wasn't from a fight in port? Maybe on a ship?
I'm sure. Oh, please, leave.
Bye.
So that was Pete. Not the guy we're looking for. Jesus, you alright?
Oh, my stomach. I ain't never eaten leeches ever again. No, sir.
Unfortuitous is the word you're looking for there. Also, poor life decisions. Oh, he must be upstairs.
Yeesh. What happened to your shoulder?
Some psycho in a bar brawl. Gun came out, he clipped me good in the shoulder. Something I can help you with?
I'm just looking for someone. Captain Sanders.
Captain Sanders? Never heard of him. I'm Joseph Willow. You should probably look somewhere else.
That's funny. The records say you were admitted for an axe wound, just like a certain Captain Sanders got in the port massacre. Spill.
Oh,
Yeah.
to the depths with it. Who sent you?
An alibi.
I'm asking the questions here
Well.
now.
Yeah, well, first tell me who you are.
Not necessarily alibi, it's the wrong word, but he faked his name. This could be a better answer. I don't think it's going to make too much of a difference.
Charles Reed. I'm a newcomer. I'm looking for the source of the Oakmont visions.
We had them, my crew and I. And during the expedition, the dreams. You can't understand, Mr. Reed. You weren't there.
Well, let's get asking.
What were you looking for underwater?
The cause of all this. The stones, the flood, the monsters. The scientists found cracks on the seabed. They were working on some theory of how it connected to the madness.
The ocean floor splits open and that means hysteria on land. Really?
We spent days over the cracks. We heard things. Saw things looking back at us.
A crack in the ocean?
I think it'd be an understatement to say your expedition met with disaster.
There are things that should never be found, Mr. Reed. I only wish I'd known that then. Maybe they'd still be alive. The scientists, my crew. None of them deserved what happened to them.
We'll tell him in a second.
I was on the Titania before I came here. It seems you were all hitting the bottle pretty hard. Why?
To stop them from rioting. To save them from despair. After those dives, anyone would turn to drink.
So, the diving did a number on your crew. But what happened in the port?
I don't know. They were calm until we docked, and then they lost it. And many good men lost their lives.
Did you know Albert Throgmorton made it to shore?
Albert survived? Is he here?
No. He didn't make it. He's dead as the rest. Murdered in the port. But what about the others?
I don't know. My crew left them down there, underwater. I ordered a rescue attempt, but they threatened mutiny.
Damn.
You've got a good reason for leaving the expedition to die, right?
You weren't there. Day after day on that ship, it was a horror, Mr. Reed. We saw things. Not one of us dared sleep. It was an expedition into cursed waters, mark my words.
Tell me what happened on the last dive.
We had a system. The divers go down, then come up at a prearranged time. But not one surfaced that day. In the end, I sent a team to check. They returned with Albert, but all were half mad with fear.
Could you take me out to where the last dive took place?
No. You can't follow them, Mr. Reed. It's suicide. Worse than suicide.
I'm a Navy diver, Captain. And with all due respect, I'm not afraid of boogeymen.
I don't care. I'm not taking you there. And besides, you'll never follow them without proper equipment.
Alright then, if that's what it's gonna be.
Do you know where I can get a good diving suit?
My men got theirs from a local factory. If you're that bullheaded, I'll write down the address.
Where's the logbook from the Titania?
Well, I had it with me, but I was all out of it by the time I got here. I remember the surgery ward. When I came round, my things were gone.
Get better soon.
Plenty learnt. Plenty learnt. He does not want me going there at all. Much of the expedition were abandoned in the underwater cracks. Yeah, the French are they mutinied after saving Albert. They weren't going back. Damn. What the hell happened down there? I don't know if these all match together. They do, yeah. The Tony went mad and started a massacre in the port as a result. Not good. Not good. Right, so I have got a marked on the map here where I think the factory is going to be somewhere in this location. I'm not entirely sure, but it's going to be somewhere around here. We need to pay a visit to. We also need to get the captain's logbook. Now, if I had to guess, I suspect it must still be here because it was probably taken by one of the orderlies. So maybe in the storage area, perhaps. Seems not unreasonable. So let's go ahead and make our way down into the basement, and maybe we can find what we're looking for down here, perhaps. Yeah, I see that. So look around here first, though. Grab some various items. Here's what I'm looking for. Logbook. Crew complaining of noises and no sleep. Fish behaving strangely. Found an air pocket in the caverns near the Devil's Teeth, close to the city. So I discovered walls, ancient walls. Tate and Myers went down to investigate. They've returned with only Albert Frogman, who is now completely unhinged. The crew dragged Albert to a lifeboat, tried to stop them, resulted in mutiny. We are finding information.
Take the patient's things and throw them in storage.
Okay, there you go. So a clue if you require it to work out, if you need to work out, you know, it's a thing, but we already found it, so it's all good. Alright then. That sounds pretty good to me, so, yeah. So that has unlocked some extra areas for us here. We have the Devil's Teeth, an actual like expedition location. So I think we're gonna be suiting up and we're going on an adventure, kids. All right then. First things first. I think we're gonna make our way to the factory then. I would imagine. Yeah, I was the only one saved. Crew writing and afraid of his insanity, they cast him adrift. Definitely did. All right then. Let's go make our way towards that factory. See if we can't source ourselves a decent diving suit, and then I guess we are going adventuring.
You're the man who handled the problems in the port. Seem like a sharp sleuth. Want to make something on the side?
Dr. Grant?
You pay, I work. What's the job?
Ah, a fellow businessman. I'm Vincent, but you can call me Vince. First task is to find the ship's log for the Pride.
Charles Reed. A few questions, if I may.
Sure.
Vincent Grant? I am noticing that there are some face models that are being kind of rehashed, but are being reused. It's notable.
Why are you looking for a ship log?
Maybe I'll tell you when the job is done. Right now, you don't need to know.
In my line of work, you don't get far without appreciating the need for privacy. I understand.
Yeah, we're not here to know that.
What can you tell me about the Pride? I'm gonna need somewhere to start.
Mostly rumors. The captain was an exemplary patriot. Always had a flag with him. His last shipment may have been chemicals in metal barrels.
It could be resting on the seabed 1,000 miles away. What makes you think it can be found?
I wouldn't waste my money on you unless I had hope. Local drunkards say they saw the barge on the sunken road near the fish market.
Good. I'll check the place and bring you the Pride's ship log if it's still there. See you later.
Oh, there you go. Got ourselves a little side quest. Nice. Just came out of here and just ran in here by kind of accident. And he was like, hey, do you want a job? I'm like, oh, okay, sure. All right, nice then. We'll deal with this in a little bit later. This is not immediately important right now. We are here for the main quest line, at least for the time being. So let's go ahead and make our way down here. So I reckon it's somewhere there. Looks like I'm probably going to need to get a boat. Thank you, Charles. To get across here. I'm very sure. Demonic things. Good luck with that. Let's have a look. So we're looking for a factory. It looks pretty industrial here. This might be what I'm looking for, actually. Deep Love. Ah, I think this might be the place. I heard that. Let's dance! Stygians! Got him. Get right. Alright, let's go have a little look around then. Looking for a working diving suit. Could be a little tricky.
This wouldn't even hold air for a minute.
Yeah, that's no good. Good. Open it. Nothing there. Very nice. Must be a working one somewhere or another. I mean, we can go down there. I don't think there's any likely need. Let's go look up here. There's one. Pretty,
I'm not trusting my life to a rusty suit.
Yeah, you're right. Let's find some goods. Ah, hello. Just loot this first. Priorities, you understand? Hey. Alright. Got ourselves some stuff as well. There's weapons? flare gun, harpoon gun. Nice. Very good. All right, then. I'll take it. I'll take it and run. So with that done, yeah, diving suit, the same type we used in the Navy. Oh, but in a good state. I should be good down to about 100 meters in it. All right, then. In that case, I think we're ready to make our way to Anchor Point, then. We're going to the Devil's Teeth. We're going to go exploring the seabed, I guess. It's kind of scary. I don't really know what I'm going to find down there, but I suspect it's not going to be a good place. It's going to be pretty damn hostile. We can get there from Pier 3. Alright, everyone, that's going to be it for a video then, I suppose. Next time, I'm going to make my way over here. We're going to see what the hell the expedition team found. I have a feeling it won't be good. I'll see you then.